Welcome everyone! In today's video, we follow a young man on his journey to build a wooden house right in the heart of a vast open field. This cozy shelter will serve as his home while he works on the land. How will he bring this dream to life using only natural materials and his own two hands? Let's find out together. To begin the construction, he focuses on building a solid and reliable base. He carefully assembles a sturdy wooden floor frame, ensuring every joint is tightly connected for maximum strength. This frame is then mounted on the several thick wooden pillars, which he has firmly anchored into the earth. These deeply buried supports serve as the foundation for the entire structure, keeping it elevated and stable above the ground. With this strong base in place, the house begins to take shape secure, balanced, and ready to stand firm against the elements. On top of the frame, he adds several wooden planks, carefully nailing them down one by one to create a smooth and solid floor surface. Each plank is aligned with precision, forming a sturdy platform that will serve as the main flooring of the house. With the floor completed, he moves on to constructing the frame of the house. He starts by installing tall vertical wooden posts at each corner of the floor, then continues placing additional posts evenly along the edges, following the entire perimeter of the structure. These upright beams will serve as the main support columns for the walls and roof, defining the overall shape and height of the house. To ensure the frame is strong and secure, each post is carefully aligned and fixed firmly into the floor frame. He takes extra care to make sure they stand perfectly straight. Once all the vertical posts are in place, he reinforces the structure by adding diagonal wooden braces at the base of each one. He then connects the tops of the vertical posts with horizontal beams, carefully securing each one in place to form the upper outline of the wall frame. These beams run along the perimeter, linking each post together and adding rigidity to the structure. This step not only defines the height and shape of the walls, but also strengthens the entire frame, creating a solid base for the roof that will soon follow. This upper frame not only reinforces the vertical posts, preventing them from shifting or leaning, but also serves as the support base for the future roof structure. Each connection is tightly secured, ensuring that the frame is strong and square. At this stage, the structure begins to look more and more like a real house, its shape now clearly defined against the vast open field. The beams are linked together, giving a sense of cohesion and strength, ready for the next phase of construction. For the walls, he begins by attaching wooden planks horizontally across the frame. Starting from the bottom, each plank slightly overlaps the one beneath it, creating a layered effect that helps shield the interior from wind and rain. He carefully continues this process, one row at a time, gradually covering the entire wall surface with precision and patience. As he works, he makes sure to leave open spaces where the doors and windows will be installed. These gaps are thoughtfully measured and marked in advance, allowing natural light and ventilation to flow through once the house is complete. He moves from one wall section to the next, following the same careful process. Starting with one side, he steadily nails horizontal wooden planks into place, making sure each one overlaps the one below it to create a weather-resistant surface. Once one section is complete, he shifts to the adjacent wall, maintaining the same rhythm and craftsmanship, wooden walls, though simple in design, bring a warm, rustic charm to the structure, while also providing essential protection and privacy for the future living space. With each plank added, the house begins to feel more enclosed, more like a home taking shape in the heart of the open field. To begin constructing the roof, he first installed a center beam, a long horizontal beam that ran along the top of the house. This beam acted as the backbone of the roof, determining the height and direction of the slope on both sides. It was carefully positioned and securely fastened to the vertical post at the top of the wall frame, ensuring that it was straight, level, and strong enough to support the rest of the structure. With the ridge beam in place, he then adds diagonal rafters, connecting the ridge to the top edges of the walls on both sides. These slanted beams are spaced evenly and securely attached, creating the classic triangular roof shape. Each rafter helps distribute the weight of the roof down to the walls, while also forming the framework for the roofing material that will come next. As the rafters go up, the house takes on a more complete silhouette, its form rising proudly above the open field, now with a roofline that hints at the shelter and warmth soon to come. To fully enclose the roof, he begins covering it with rows of horizontal wooden planks. Starting at the lower edge of the sloped rafters, he carefully places the first row of planks, making sure each one is tightly fitted against the next. He then continues upward, plank by plank, gradually working his way toward the ridge at the top of the roof. Each piece is nailed down securely to the rafters, forming a strong and even surface. He pays close attention to spacing, placing the planks as close together as possible to eliminate any gaps. This tight arrangement ensures that no rain or wind can penetrate through the roof, providing maximum protection for the interior space. The wooden boards are not only functional, but also add a natural, rustic beauty to the structure, perfectly blending with the surrounding landscape. As the roof begins to take its final form, the house starts to feel truly sheltered. What was once an open frame is now a fully enclosed structure, protected from above by a durable wooden cover. After finishing the roof covering, he turns his attention to the excess edges. Using a handsaw, he carefully trims off the parts of the wooden planks that extend beyond the frame. With steady movements, he follows the roofline, cutting away the uneven ends to create clean, straight edges along both sides. This step not only improves the appearance of the roof, giving it a neat and well-finished look, but also helps balance the structure and prevent wind from catching on overhanging pieces. On one slope inside of the roof, he adds a unique detail to break the uniformity, a small triangular extension that rises above the main roofline. Carefully crafted, this small gable-like feature is built by attaching additional wooden beams to form a pointed frame, which he then covers with neatly fitted planks, just like the rest of the roof. After completing the wooden structure of the roof, he moves on to the important step of waterproofing. To protect the house from rain and moisture, he carefully covers the entire roof with a layer of waterproofing material. This layer is spread evenly over the wooden planks, ensuring that every corner, joint, and edge is sealed tightly. The side window of the house is the next feature he works on. First, he builds a sturdy wooden frame to define the window's shape and size, carefully measuring and securing each piece so it fits snugly into the wall. Once the frame is in place, he installs a sheet of clear plastic, cutting it precisely to match the frame's dimensions. Returning to the roof, he selects a vibrant red corrugated plastic sheet known as butane for the final layer of roofing. This wavy, textured material is both lightweight and durable, designed to withstand the elements while adding a decorative touch to the structure. The bold red color stands out beautifully against the natural tones of the wooden house, giving it a lively and distinctive appearance. With every piece fastened tightly, the entire roof becomes fully sealed and weather-resistant. The rippled surface of the red butane not only protects the house, but also gives it a charming, handcrafted look that reflects the builder's creativity and attention to detail. At the front of the house, the wall has been intentionally left open to make space for the main entrance. Now, he turns his attention to this area, starting by building a solid wooden frame to outline the doorway. With the doorway in place, he begins filling in the surrounding wall. While working, he also leaves space for a window next to the door. At the front of the house, he adds a final touch that brings both charm and practicality: a wooden frame for a small porch. Extending outward from the main structure, he builds this additional frame using sturdy vertical posts and horizontal beams, carefully connecting them to the front wall and anchoring them into the ground for stability. This porch frame serves as the base for a shaded outdoor area, offering protection from sun and rain at the entrance. To complete the porch, he constructs a separate roof frame above it, designed to be slightly lower than the main house roof. He begins by extending shorter vertical posts upward from the porch frame, then connects them with horizontal beams to form the base of the porch roof structure. Next, he installs diagonal rafters that slope gently from the wall of the main house down to the outer edge of the porch frame. This slope design not only ensures rainwater can drain easily, but also creates a visual separation between the main roof and the porch, giving the front of the house a layered, well-proportioned look. Though smaller and simpler than the primary roof, this secondary roof still requires precision. He then turns his attention to the main door, a key feature that brings the house one step closer to being truly livable. First, he constructs the door itself by assembling a solid wooden frame, carefully measuring and joining the planks to form a sturdy, rectangular panel. Once the door is built, he attaches it to the entrance frame at the front of the house using strong metal hinges. On the porch floor frame, he adds several evenly spaced wooden beams to create a solid base for the flooring. These support beams help distribute weight and provide a stable foundation for anyone stepping onto the porch. With the base secured, he moves on to building the railings on both sides of the porch. He installs vertical posts at the corners and along the edges, then connects them with horizontal wooden rails. He nailed the planks for the side of the porch floor right next to the main door, then nailed the planks on the main wall to complete this wall. From the side railings of the porch, he extends the structure forward by adding a matching front railing, enclosing the entire porch with a continuous wooden boundary. He carefully measures and attaches horizontal rails between the posts on either side, creating a uniform look that wraps around the front edge. Once the railing is in place, he begins constructing the staircase frame leading up to the porch. Using thick wooden beams, he builds 2 diagonal stringers that stretch from the ground to the porch platform. He ensures they are evenly spaced and securely attached to both the porch and the ground below. These stringers form the backbone of the stairs, and he connects them to the end of the front railing so the whole structure feels seamless and well integrated. This thoughtful design creates a gentle, inviting entryway that guides the steps naturally from the ground up to the front door. To finish the porch and staircase, he begins laying the wooden floorboards across the porch platform. One by one, he places the planks carefully over the support beams, securing them tightly to create a smooth, even surface. He takes his time to ensure each board is aligned perfectly, resulting in a sturdy and clean-looking floor that blends seamlessly with the rest of the house. Once the porch floor is complete, he moves down to the staircase, continuing the same process. He measures and cuts smaller wooden planks to fit the stair steps, attaching them securely to the stringers dot as the final plank is nailed into place at the bottom of the stairs. The entrance to the house is officially complete. The smooth transition from the ground to the porch, and from the porch to the main door, gives the home a welcoming and well-crafted feel. At the main door frame, he began crafting the intricate finishing details by joining diagonal wooden planks on either side of the door. Starting at the bottom corners, he tilted each plank inward so that the 2 rows of planks gradually met in the middle, creating a delicate inverted V shape. As he continues, the diagonal pattern takes shape clean, symmetrical, and visually striking. The planks not only serve to reinforce the door's strength, but also add a touch of craftsmanship and artistry to the overall appearance. On the porch roof, he continues the building process by covering the frame with wooden planks, just as he did with the main roof. Starting from the lower edge, he lays the planks horizontally across the rafters, making sure they are tightly fitted and firmly secured. Each board adds the strength of the structure, while slowly closing off the open framework above. He works methodically, 1 plank at a time, until the entire porch roof is sealed with a solid wooden surface. This step not only reinforces the roof structure, but also creates a flat, even base perfectly prepared for the final roofing layer to be installed on top. At the triangular section of the front roof to gable, he adds the final wooden touches to complete the structure. To complete the exterior of the house, he gives special attention to the railings that surround the porch. Once the painting is done, the house appears more vibrant and complete. The newly painted railings frame the porch beautifully, drawing the eye toward the entrance and tying together all the elements of the build. Inside the house, he begins building a loft area to serve as a sleeping space. To support the structure, he first installs several sturdy vertical posts, anchoring them securely into the floor and connecting them to the surrounding walls. These posts form the foundation of the loft, designed to hold both weight and movement safely. Once the support frame is in place, he adds horizontal beams across the top, creating a strong platform. Over this frame, he carefully lays wooden planks, fitting them side by side to form the loft floor. Each board is measured, cut, and nailed down with care, resulting in a stable and even surface above. This elevated space not only makes efficient use of the vertical room inside the house, but also offers a private, cozy area for resting. To complete access to the loft, he builds a staircase leading up to the newly constructed platform. The staircase becomes a seamless extension of the loft, blending naturally with the interior and completing the structure. To ensure safety on the loft, he adds a wooden railing along the open edge. The railing is built at a comfortable height to provide protection without obstructing movement or visibility. It not only prevents accidental falls, but also adds a finished, polished look to the loft area. As the final piece is fastened, the loft feels safer and more complete. And just like that, the house in the middle of the open field is complete. From the solid wooden floor to the sturdy roof, from the handcrafted doors and windows to the cozy sleeping loft above, every detail has been shaped with patience, care, and the strength of his own hands. Surrounded by vast, quiet land, the house now stands firm and warm, a simple shelter, yet full of character and life. Thank you for accompanying him on this journey. If you like, don't forget to leave a like and a subscription so you don't miss the next videos. Goodbye and see you again.